We are nothing sacred. We are nothing sacred. We are nothing sacred.
With Maxwell Silverhammer.
We are nothing sacred. With cruise control. We are nothing sacred. Oh, yes, bitches.
It is this time of the month again, and it ain't bloody.
No.
It is the Nothing Sacred show for December 6, 2021. This is Maxwell Silverhammer over there.
And that's cruise control over there.
Right on, man. And, we're going to rock out with our cocks out like we usually do.
We always do.
Talking about November, our little thing about November, just irks that we have and observations because I realized, some things as well, dude. So we can talk about some stuff. So as we usually do.
Cool.
So how was your November, man?
It was good. I didn't have actually it was kind of uneventful, really.
Yeah, like there was November.
November. Yeah, it was like nothing happening. Yeah. Well, nothing major, a few little irky things here and there. Like I don't know. You want to get into your shit first?
Well, yeah, like my stuff is more like observations of things. And actually, one of the first things is an observation about blind people, like totally blind people.
Okay.
So here's an observation that I've thought about, and I wonder why this is, and I think it might be because of I'm trying to figure it out. So maybe you can help me.
All right.
It doesn't seem like most blind people have trouble waiting, like sitting and just doing nothing.
Oh,
like sighted people like it's, I've got to wait at the airport for 2 hours. Like you're like, oh, I'll wait there.
Yeah.
I've noticed other blind people like Slug. It's like, I can wait there for an hour.
Well, that's what we got to do, man.
I mean, I don't know whether it's because you're used to it because you have to wait on other people, or whether it's a visual thing where you're not distracted by a bunch of fucking visual woo 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 woo.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because I guess the reason I thought about this was because I thought you might when you roll out or whenever you roll out to the airport, it's like you can even wait at the end, like, your flight gets in at 10:30, but we can't be there till 11:30. Do you mind just chilling for? Yeah, I can chill.
Yeah.
It's like,
well, there was that one time I came to Eugene, remember, and they were taking forever to get somebody to help me, and I was like, "Fuck this," and I just started walking out.
Well, that's different. The difference between because you're expecting someone to help you. I'm talking about if we go, hey, we can't get there until 11:30, and you're there at 10:30. You'll be like, all right. Yeah. Well, a lot of people be like, what am I?
Yeah. Well, it's a little inconvenient, but it's not the worst thing in the world. You know what I mean? Like, I don't mind waiting in the airport just for a little bit or something, I can find.
I'm just wondering because maybe it's because of the way you guys just sit and placidly while most sighted people like tapping their feet and shit
or looking at things or doing
around
some bullshit
and just being fucking sighty fidgets,
sighty McStimuli, kind of shit. It could be. What
do you think? Do you feel like there's a difference? Have you noticed a difference, like impatience and just waiting for things?
I mean, that's kind of funny because I find myself to be a pretty impatient dude. So, like I don't like to wait, if you get to a restaurant and they're like, oh, it's going to be a 30-minute wait. I'm kind of like, oh no, fuck this. I'm out of here.
So I think that's because of an anticipation. So like I think if you're told, maybe it's different. Cause I don't know. It seems like, I
mean, there's some things
if you have to wait, you don't seem as upset by it as people who can see.
That's interesting. I don't know, man. I mean, there are times where, I don't mind waiting. Like if I know, okay, I'm waiting for a bus. This is what's going on here. This is what I got to do. But there's other shit that I don't want to wait for, certain things that I'm just like, fuck, hurry it up already, man.
I think it has to do with like, especially food. Obviously, you're not.
You know me. I'm like, I'm not waiting. Fuck you.
But I like the idea of the fact that you do have to wait on shit longer. Like you do have to wait on buses. You do have to wait on people to pick you up. You do have to wait like on people to help you. Like if you're at an airport or do other shit like that.
Right.
So it's like you have to force yourself into actually not being as impatient. Because while you think you're impatient, and in certain ways you might be. In certain ways, compared to other like just in general, like and that's what I'm saying. I see this with other blind, total blind. Like Sluggo was the same way. Just hey, all right.
Yeah, well, I mean, it depends. Like I don't have to be doing something every minute of the day.
Yeah.
I could sit and wait, okay, I'm waiting on this. This is what's happening. But it just depends. That's why I always say I reserve the right to be impatient, because I wait for shit. That's all I do, man, is wait for stuff. Like you said, wait for people to help you, or wait for fucking buses or Ubers or whatever,
Yeah. And I think that's kind of the same thing with me and walking. It's like me. I'm so used to walking. Like people are like, oh, I gotta walk to the store.
Yeah, that's the other thing. People are just like, oh, it's gonna be a little bit of a walk, and I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I like walking.
And then when they walk, it's like you're like, that wasn't a walk.
That wasn't shit. Like, really?
Like me a mile. I gotta walk a mile. I'm like, oh, okay. I got this 10-minute walk because I push, because I push when I walk.
Oh, absolutely. Well, that's the thing that used to annoy me with golden retriever. She'd always say, like, oh, let me drop you off in front of the store so you don't have to walk. And I'm like, I like walking. You know what I'm saying? That's so, yeah.
Oh, you mean like while she would park and then come get you?
Yeah, exactly. So she'd dump me off, then go park and then come get me. And it's like, well, that's dumb. Why don't you just park the car?
Just park the car and walk.
Yeah, but that's an old person thing. That's old people. I don't want to walk. Fucking,
it's crazy. But even healthy people, a lot of times, they'll get in their car to go like down to
just across the street or some shit.
It takes them almost the same amount of time to get to. They get to a light, have to wait at the light for 5 minutes. Well, I'm walking by them,
Right. You're like, oh shit. Well, I'm still moving. Yeah, I'd rather be moving than fucking, I'm
talking from the same place. Like they'll take the time to get in their car, which takes, whatever time, it is. And then it takes them probably 5 less minutes, to walk. And they're like, I can't walk there,
Right.
Like, crazy.
Yeah. Some people don't like walking. I don't know what it is. They're just, they have a major aversion to walking. Like, damn, what's wrong with walking? That's my shit.
That's why that was my I just had a thought about that. And let's see what else is like going on, dude.
Have another obzo. I got some shit though too, if a few things.
Let's see, what was it? No, go ahead. You start now. I'll probably remember it while I'm gone.
Okay. Well, one bitch I have, man, is dude, paratransit is getting really bad with like running behind
again.
Yeah, they're doing, like, the other day, dude, they didn't get me to work till like 8:30 and I started at 8. So it's like, and actually what really pissed me off is they prioritized some guy that was going to adult daycare before me. We're dumping him at adult daycare, and I'm going, why is he getting before me? I have a work appointment, and this motherfucker's more important, or they prioritize the tards.
I bet you wouldn't have. Well, you would have gotten off before him. But man, if maybe he needed to get there to make some fold some forks into shit or something.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, it's adult daycare. They're probably,
they don't even. That's not even actually a work. It's adult daycare. It's like, yeah, got you.
Right. Yeah, it's like, when the people are, they're working, so they can't watch dad all day before, so he doesn't, burn the house down. Or
those places have the weirdest damn vibe, dude.
Oh, the adult daycare places?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Every time I was on paratransit when I was in Vegas, it was like this weird, like almost like quiet, like just like everyone's all. It was just.
You're talking about on the bus or when you or just
on the bus? When I was on the bus and they drop off the speds at the adult daycare.
Right. Well, actually,
they get off.
It's usually for seniors, like they got Alzheimer's and shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, adult daycare is more for like guys that got Alzheimer's or dementia, because they wander and they do crazy shit, and the families they're working during the day, so they can't watch them. You know what I'm saying? So
I see. Got you. So it's because it's not one of those places. That's so interesting.
No, but there are the tard shops though, where they actually drop the tards to do, like you said, put handles on buckets or whatever fucking thing they.
That's a scary thing. It's like that. It's like that old song by what's that? The guy from Jane's Addiction. We make great pets.
Porno for pyros.
Yeah, porno. Children are innocent. Adults are fucked up in the head. But then elderly are like children. It's like you fucking. That's scary, man. I don't know if I could do that, man.
That's like regressing.
Dude,
you know what I'm saying?
Seriously, adult. So you're a daycare when you're 3, and then you're a daycare when you're 9.
When you're 83.
Yeah. Exactly. No, not 93. I'm pushing it up just because I want 50 more years, man.
Right. So, right. Oh, I see what you're saying.
I don't want to be. I'm at 93, and I have to go to adult daycare. Just drop me off in the desert.
That's what I'm saying. Fuck that.
Just run over me with a car, or just give me a bottle of Advil. or
Well, that's
whatever PM.
yeah, that's always a scary thing, man. Like, when somebody starts regressing and they're getting older and having issues, which and that's a hard thing to deal with too, with your parents getting, because my mom's sick again. I think I told you that, right?
Yeah.
And then my dad's been having some heart issues actually.
Yeah.
So you're like, damn, these are my parents, man. They were the strong ones. And then now you're like, oh fuck, they're having medical issues.
And then you realize I'll be there soon.
Yeah, well, that's it too. Like, well, what's going to happen to me?
Yeah, like that's unless the crazy medical advances that were supposed to happen before this last 2 years, actually do happen.
Well, that would be, and that would be the one thing I would be down for. Like, hey, if it prolongs my life, I'm rolling with it.
Yeah.
So
yeah. But it's just kind of scary. Like if it prolongs your life. And that's the thing, living this long, but without quality of life. Like, I'm 93. And then you're like playing with a fucking Tinker toys. I'm 93. Right. Bill Johnson, Nate, was in the war. And he's wearing his fucking military outfit, playing with a fucking like slinky. I go through the war.
I served in the war.
I served. No, he's both. He's like, I served in the war. Think about it. You're Alstarted.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because you're both. You're really both at that point. If you can't function, if you need to go to adult daycare, you're probably in adult diapers.
Yeah,
and and you might have a vice president named Kamala Harris, but that's a different story.
Right.
But still, he's probably America. Gonna tell you about this wonderful thing. It's called Play-Doh.
Joe Biden's playing with Play-Doh and
he's going,
and Legos and shit.
Slinky. I like to touch little boys.
I like little boy slinkies.
I like little boys slinkies. It's a good smelling slinky.
Don't lick the President Biden. Don't lick the slinky. Remember we talked about that.
Give President Biden the Barbie doll so we can sniff it again. Oh wait, that's too old. No, give her the strawberry shortcake. There you go.
Oh shit! God damn, I remember strawberry shortcake.
It smells like strawberries. Smells like America.
Yeah, but
that's fucked up, man. Just like they have them on TV presenting them, and they're all fucking in their,
Oh yeah, yeah,
crazy. Man.
Well, that's a scary thing, dude. I'm always afraid of like regression or like having strokes or all kinds of things.
It's like why take pride in being 93 years old when you're fucking shitting yourself and you're going,
right. Well, at that
point, around by your parents, like, all right, let's sit here. I'm 93.
I mean, it depends. Like some people are actually...
It definitely depends.
Well, like we got some patrons. I'll look at the age. I'll be like, holy shit, this guy's 96 or something. And then I talk to them on the phone and they're just sharp as shit, man. They're just like, oh yeah, I was going to
Of course. But that's the trade-off. Like they can be proud because they're functional. They're like, they made it that far.
Yeah.
Like well, they can be like, I mean, to be like happy that you're, I'm 9, like not and usually they aren't happy. They're fucking out of it. They're going, it's like,
I don't think they know how old they are.
Like Bill Johnson is 101 years old. He's in Marine. Like I said, they're on the news. You know how they always have the 100.
Right. He reached 100 years old.
It's like he's like, So, anyways, I got another one. Here's and this is actually what I wanted. This subject made me go back to what I was talking about. Let's switch though. Let's go back to your next one if you got.
Well, yeah, that was it. I mean, it's just that they've been running late as shit, and of course they blame it on COVID, like everybody. The COVID cop out. Well, due to COVID, blah, blah, and you're just some of that's true because a lot of the drivers didn't come back when they took the voluntary layoff.
Yeah.
So now they don't.
That's what I was about to say. There's no people working. No one wants to work because they're probably getting money from the
gun. They're getting their chicken check.
They're getting that shit, but that should wear out though. But
I thought it did. I thought it already did, but apparently they're still getting their chicken checks.
I saw a picture of McDonald's hiring $21 an hour for McDonald's.
Damn, they really want people to work, don't they? $21 an hour.
That's more than that's insane. That's more than some college degree people make when they start out.
I know.
And you're flipping burgers.
Isn't that some
$21 fucking dollars an hour to fucking flip burgers at McDonald's when it should be a $10 an hour job because it's an entry level job. You're not supposed to, I've been here for 70 years.
Well, most of the time it's for teenagers, that's
more than customer service makes by $6 for the last job I was at.
Damn. So those McDonald's employees would make more than you did at your old job.
No, they would make like almost 50% more than I did.
Wow.
50% of 15 is $7.50 and $6 more. So about 40%.
That's crazy.
Exactly 40%. 40%.
That's fucking insane.
More. Yeah. To work and like I saw places like KFC giving $500 signing bonuses for people to spot.
Shit. They really want you to work.
No wonder Carl's Jr. burgers cost $8 now a piece.
Yeah. Because you're
$8. Like when you go to a fast food, it's like, I'll get the combo. It used to be like, $6. Remember that?
Like yeah, that's why they call it the $6 burger. Remember?
but no, I'm talking about the whole combo, not the
yeah, the drink and the fries and all that shit.
Drink and the fries used to be less than the whole combo, than the burger. A one patty Western bacon cheeseburger.
Now that thing's like
a single burger. I'll give you more because you don't eat but just a basic famous star with cheese, right?
Right.
$6, $7.
Damn. And that's well, and well, shit. If you get the combo, it'll probably be like $10, $11.
You've been to fast food recently. You get a combo, it's like $10 now.
Oh yeah. No, it's up there now. I'm like,
it's ridiculous. Like because if you go on certain sites, the basic price for like a Western bacon cheeseburger is like $7.50, just for a burger.
Holy
and just
shit!
One patty.
So much for the like Taco Bell doing the 99-cent tacos and all that.
Oh, they still have that shit.
They still do those.
Well, they have a dollar menu, but
I bet you those tacos went up, man. Probably now.
Oh, I'm sure they have. But the point is that going back to the paratransit is that's why they're late. I mean, unfortunately, it's not because it used to be, but you couldn't even blame it on. Maybe they used to be they had plenty of drivers. It was just they were late because they were fucking incompetent.
Yeah, just dumb fucks that were. And they're now what happens too. I had one driver tell me that I guess to keep your unemployment, you have to apply for jobs and you have to show that you're applying for jobs.
Yeah.
So people will go through the training, for the paratransit, which they get paid for, by the way. And then they decide, it ain't for me. And they just they'll quit.
Wow.
So they just do it just to show they're applying for work, to show unemployment. Hey,
they can't do that because once they're employed, you can't get it. You have to stop unemployment. And the only way to get it back is to actually get terminated or get laid off. You can't just leave a job and get unemployment.
Well, I don't know because I did have a driver tell me that there were people going through the training and then they'd say, nope, sorry, don't want to do it. And that was it. And then there are other ones that I think would apply. And then just, when it came for the training, they're like, oh, no, nah,
yeah,
I'm good.
Then again, with all this crazy shit going on and them trying to get people more government, trying to get people more. Oh gosh, everyone's so needs more stuff, So
yeah, of course. Let's give you more handouts, more happy shit,
Who knows, man?
More. It's because of Yarlvid. I call it Yarlvid because it's Yarly and COVID. Fucking Yarlvid. Oh, because of Yarlvid. Corpvid. Yeah. Well, and those because that's their shit, dude.
Or I like the Branch Covidians. Remember the Branch Davidian, the David Koresh?
David Koresh, yeah.
This is the Branch Covidians. People like
Covidians.
Like there are people that got they got vaccinated. They got tattoos of vaccinated on their bodies.
Dude, shit. People were sharing their vax cards on Facebook, like taking pictures of them and
fucking okay, whatever. That's the Branch Covidian.
Branch Covidian, yeah.
Because everyone's cultish, and I'm that's another subject of it for a different time. But everyone's in their own little cults now.
Yeah, I know.
And speaking of a cult, do you have another one, or because I remember what I
got a few. I got a few little things, but they're little deals.
Okay, so I'll go next because this is one that's been coming up again, man.
Okay.
And it's the normalization, and this is the big one. And I can't believe I forgot this because I guess I'm hitting the bait.
You're getting old, man. You're adult daycare time.
Yeah.
Right.
There's a prevalence now coming back up of MAPS.
Yes, it's the male. What is it? Minor attracted person?
No, pedophiles. They're really
pets. Yeah, of course they are.
Yeah, but they want to be called exclusively MAPS. We're minor attractive persons. Now, there's also another term which is called groomer. And you know what a groomer is, right?
To groom somebody, groom a kid.
Yeah, groom a kid. Well, a lot of school systems now are showing like graphic depictions of like blowjobs and gay sex and stuff like that in these little comic books. Yep. Oh yeah. And they're talking about, and they're all teaching 5 and 6 year olds about sexuality and stuff like that. And
why are they doing it so early?
Because they're grooming children so that they can be manipulated. They're grooming them.
Wow.
Because that's in our school systems. Like in Virginia, they're in everywhere. It's all over the place. Books that like literally show like Bobby, it's not, laying just, and literally showing the guy's mouth around the kid's mouth around a dick.
I mean, come on, dude.
And that's in our school system. And I wish I could say it wasn't, man.
Because I'm just thinking back to when we were in kindergarten or first grade. I mean, there wasn't even none of that shit, dude.
It's sick because our system, we're broken, dude. We're fucked. And the system's been invaded by the critical race theorists, the critical Marxists, the identity politics. If you're transgender when you're 5, if you wear a dress, so get some hormones in you, or they're trying to confuse children and they're trying to take them away from their parents. They're trying to destroy the family so they can groom them.
Right.
Well, there's a professor, big thing. He got let go, but he had a class on how to increase acceptance for minor accepted persons or pedophiles.
Why is this all of a sudden something that's
it's a slippery slope, bro? I'm sorry to say this, it's going to sound fucked up, but when you start letting sexuality be so loosened that people go, oh yeah, it's okay to think that you're this and that, or to be a dragon, or to think that you're a 50-year-old 5-year-old. It's blurring the lines between adults and children so they can control you. Because what's the worst thing to be what's the most easiest thing to be controlled through is
sexuality. Yeah.
And if you do that with children young, and then you tell them that if you're black, you're always disadvantaged, or if you're a woman, you're always disadvantaged. You're always going to be. There's nothing you can do about it. White privilege, whiteness, all that kind of stuff. And then white kids feel guilty, and then it's all the same shit, and they've infiltrated all of our schools, man. And but the thing is, parents are fighting back, which is great. But my thing is, like, how do you get to the point where
how do we get from point A to Z where we are now?
This professor looks just awful. That's really disgusting, man. Because it's one thing to have a theory. Oh yeah, well I like children, but you don't know what it does to children because you've never probably had it done to you.
Right. Or some of them have,
or some have, and they think it's normal, and that's the thing. They want to make it normal. They want to make it normal for 10-year-olds to be thinking about their sexuality, which is fucking disgusting.
Yeah, that's just. I mean, you're supposed to figure that out on your own, man.
But it's blowing up lately, and people are trying to deny it. It's not a thing. Just like they're trying to say we don't teach critical race theory in schools or critical theory or whatever you want to call it.
Oh, so they'll try to deny it now. See, that's the other thing. If it's such a great thing, why are you denying it?
Well, it's also called DIE. If you ever hear the words diversity, inclusion, and equity, then you're talking to a critical race theorist or a woke person. Whatever.
Yeah. Wow.
And it's pretty fucked up, man. And that's what's happening. November was crazy in a lot of shit, man. Like a lot of that crazy shit went on. Like this professor was all over the place, and then, like I said, these school boards are fighting all this stuff. And then, of course, there's the guy that ran it, the person.
Oh, the dude who ran down the parade.
Yeah. Guess what? Get this, dude. The media doesn't say people. The media says SUV runs into group of people accident runs. It was a terrible accident.
So it was an accident now.
Terrible accident. SUV runs it because they're trying not to make it because the guy was a Black Lives Matter guy, and he ran into him. So they got to say SUV instead of black man runs into group of white people or whatever and kills 5.
So, or just a man runs into a bunch of people, obviously.
Or supporter or whatever. Yeah, runs into a bunch of people.
This is why I don't watch news, man, because they're so everything's edited and doctored and all that kind of shit.
That's the thing. Like certain people just stay away from it and their lives are better for it. Other people like myself, I have to know what's going on because that's just my personality. I have to know what the fuck's going on. Like I got to figure out hey, what's going on in the world, man? Like what could come at me? Like I don't know. I go down. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. And how you doing, Mr. Johnson? How you doing? Oh, why did you give me the AOK symbol? Well, what's wrong with that? It's a racist symbol. Beat him up.
Yeah. See, for me, I guess because especially during when all the COVID shit first hit, I was watching more news and stuff like that because I wanted to kind of know what was going on. Yeah. But it was pissing me off, dude. And I was just like, oh God, I don't like this. This
just makes you feel anxious and makes you feel I'm kind of used to it though, you know, because I'm used to filtering it out.
Yeah.
It's like when you start drinking, you know.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I can't do this. Fuck this shit. This shit's awful. Then after a fucking couple years, you're like, yeah, give me a fucking
Yeah. You're
beer.
pounding the beers like nobody's business.
Let
You
me
know?
take a shot. Yeah. You know?
Which, by the way, I'm trying to cut the beer back a little bit, man.
Oh, uh-oh.
You know,
Oh
because
yeah, you've been packing it on a little bit.
yep, pack it on the pounds a little bit. So I'm trying to do it where, like, you know, I did drink beer on Friday night, but like last night I had wine, you know.
But
So
wine's deceptive. Wine has a lot of sugar in it, though. So wine definitely has calories.
so there is calories in wine.
Oh
too.
yeah, oh yeah. There's a lot of calories in wine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, either way, I think I'm going to try to at least scale, you know, to just one night a week.
The option you're looking for, yeah, you definitely it definitely makes you feel better, man. Because I was wrecked after the trip. You know, I went
I'm
to
sure
Vegas for the holiday, and I haven't haven't partaken in since. So
oh, okay, good.
It's definitely a good thing. If you can lower yourself, if you can not go during the week, just limit it to Friday, Saturday.
Oh, just those 2 days. Yeah.
Because the problem is, you know, you have like, oh no, you've gone like 4 times a week.
Oh, and I have, or I'll, you know, Leopard will have me over, and you know, I'll say, hey, can you get beer? And you know, then yeah. So the drinking during the week shit.
Yeah, drinking during the week is definitely, and it's, you know, it's definitely going to get you like that. And one thing, I don't know if they have them there, but you might want to ask if they have some seltzers.
You know what? There's a friend of mine that goes in the bar actually, and he drinks those.
They're extreme. That's the whole point. They have a lot less calories.
Aren't they sweet though? Or am I thinking of something else?
No. They're like regular seltzers. You know, like seltzer. They're some of them can be sweet, but I've drank them plenty of times.
Okay.
And they're you know, they're more like a malt drink. You know, almost like a Zima.
Oh, okay.
Zima?
Yeah, like Zima was sweet. Zima was sweet.
But not really. Really? You think Zima was sweet?
Yeah, to me it tasted like Sprite or something, or one of those kind of soft drinks.
Yeah, so I mean, you can get those in like different flavors and stuff, and they are definitely a little sweet, but it's almost like a seltzer, so like a lime seltzer, like a what's it called? Is it Fresca? I don't know.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, maybe I would just, you know, just to try it out, maybe just to see how it is.
Yeah.
So,
but then again, another thing is, man, and here's the problem too, is when you go to the bar, right? You know, you eat. You go to the bar after.
You get drungry, yeah.
But you don't just eat. You're not eating a fucking salad. I know you're not eating salad there.
No, they have a salad that I have ordered before. The chef salad. It's really good, actually. But you're right. Normally, I'm getting chicken wings and bratwurst and all kinds of shit.
And,
you know?
and so you're going against your what you did before, because you're eating this. Because when you eat at a bar, think about it. When you eat at a bar, it's almost like a fast food. It's the same calories as the fast food you were eating.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
You know, when you used to be. So if you're eating that like 4 times a week, that's
true. If I'm going to the bar and I'm going, all right, I'm gonna have wings and fries, and then I'm drinking all this beer and all kinds of shit.
Now you could also, if you wanted to, go into something like you know, if you want to drink hard liquor a little bit.
Okay.
There's a couple options, you know, for hard liquor you could do that aren't sweet. But
like a Bloody Mary or something, or.
Well, Bloody Marys are that's all tomato. I mean, you could do a Bloody Mary, but you can also. I'm trying to think of a good one that you could do.
Like I like Bloody Marys; they're good.
I know they're good, but they're not really good if you have 8 of them, you know, whatever.
Oh yeah, right. And you're gonna be like, oh god, feeling some pain.
Because you know you drink that, like you're drinking wine, going, I'm not drinking that much, and half of a fucking bottle of a gallon is gone.
Although I noticed I was more awake last night, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't, you know, like the beer kind of makes me sluggish a little bit.
Yes. That's why I like wine.
Okay, yeah, because I felt more awake. You know, it was like 10 o'clock or something, and I'm like, hey, you know, I'm not feeling too bad, man. This is actually pretty good.
Now you can probably find a wine, like a white wine or something that's less calories. Red wine's definitely more calories than white.
Okay, I was drinking red wine,
but white. Which don't even worry about that. I mean, you're gonna have to take a concerted. How overweight are you, if you don't mind sharing? Like,
how much? Well, I'm up to 197.
Ooh,
yeah. So I'm like 12.
I'm about 195. So
yeah, 12 pounds overweight. So you know, because I think my fighting weight, as they say, was 185.
Gotcha.
So that's what I was. And then, but yeah, no, I weighed myself the other day, and it said 197.6 or something. I'm like, oh shit.
And you can feel it too, can't you?
Yeah. Well, with my clothes.
Yeah.
You know, like, like if the other day I had to have I was corping up. I had,
Yeah.
tucked in my shirt and I was wearing slacks and it's just like my belt, it was really tight on me. I'm like, oh shit, this is actually tight.
And your bellies, you can probably feel your bellies like, because it's,
oh yeah. And my belt's rubbing against my belly, I'm like,
okay. Yeah. So, obviously
that, and I think I'm going to knock off the fucking, at work, my assistant does coffee for me and usually puts a shitload of creamer and a shitload of sugar in it and all kinds of stuff. And it's like, ooh. So I think I'm going to knock that out too, man. Just kind of stop doing that, which was weird. She seemed to get, like, the first time I told her I was going to, cut that out, she was like, why? It almost like bothered her.
Because she's trying to be mommy. She's trying to take care of you. And if she doesn't do that,
I mean, like, there's other things she can do,
Oh, it's a, well, I guess I put that much cream in mine.
Well, but then again, she's a pretty big person, so
and that's the thing. She wants you to be big too.
Wants you to be a fat fuck, kind of like Misery Loves Company.
And, oh yeah,
and that's what I figured, man. Because there was I had to tell her to stop. Like when they would somebody would leave cookies in the break room or muffins or some shit, and then she'd go out and then she'd come back and then put one of them on my desk, and I'm like, I'd rather you just tell me they're in there, and if I want to get them,
you need to say, "Fucking stop."
Yeah. Well, that's it.
Sorry.
Yeah, I had to tell her, just chill the fuck out with that.
Stop it.
Don't do it.
Stop.
I'm trying to lose weight, and
because she doesn't want you to. It's like the alcoholic
who gets mad if you won't drink.
Yeah. Come on, man. Oh,
you're a bitch, man. You're a bitch.
Man, no, you're not gonna drink. Well, you're at a party, bro. Come on, man. Well, I don't do that anymore. Come on, man.
Come on. Don't be a pussy, man. Really, really. Those people, man.
Crazy, man. So anyway, yeah. So that's it's interesting because you get in that habit of drinking beer, and you're just like, you don't realize how many you drink because you get to a point, and you always say, and this is coming from a November retrospective for me too, coming from that trip.
Yeah.
You always say, no, dude, not today or this time. I'm gonna sip on this. I'm gonna have just maybe 3 beers. And then you get to the second beer, and all of a sudden things tilt, and you get to the third, and you're like, yeah,
I'll take another. What the fuck?
And then you're on 7.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep. And those are the big beers too.
Yeah.
At the Runner. So I mean, those things are pretty fucking huge.
And you don't even know how many you drink sometimes. Probably.
Oh no! Sometimes I'll lose count. I'm like, oh shit! I just hammered. You don't
even know. And they're 16. They're like 22 ounces or something.
They're like 24 ounces, I think.
Yeah, those are huge. So that's 2 beers a piece. So if you drank 6 of those, that's a 12 pack.
That's a whole. Yeah, exactly.
And you've done that plenty of times.
Oh yeah. Oh definitely. Definitely. Oh totally.
So if you can cut back on that, if you can drink on the weekend, if you can just not pound, like gulp, if you can kind of sip.
Yeah.
Because the problem you're going to have if you try to drink wine at the bars is they give you these little glasses and you don't play. So you're going to drink one of those and go, oh, it's just.
Oh, I'm not cutting beer completely out, but I was backing it off a little bit. I thought, well, wine, because I drank beer the night before. So I was like, well, wine will be a good alternative instead of beer again,
Yeah, and I like it better just because of it is lighter in a way. It definitely has less carbs.
Yeah. Oh, totally.
So calories. So it is definitely probably a better option, and it doesn't make you feel as bloated. Definitely.
Yeah.
So it is. I would say it's a better option than beer, but it's not like a silver bullet where it has no calories.
Right. I see what you're saying.
Probably even find out how many calories. Let's see if I can find out real quick.
How many calories of? And I got the Burgundy wine in the big gallon thing. See what it tells you there. How many calories are in wine?
All right. Oh, you got the Burgundy.
That's funny, dude. I used to never care about shit like this.
Okay, serving size. 1 serving, 4 ounces, 92.
Ooh.
92 calories. So let's do that. Let's go 92 times and that's 4 ounces. Let's see.
So how many, like if I had 6 glasses of wine or something.
I'm gonna do calories 1.5.
Doing a little calculation there.
Yeah, let's
see what we get.
Carbs, 1 calories, carbs and nutrition. Burgundy.
It's all this extra shit.
4 ounces. Hold on. Let's see. We're doing some extra shit here. So
Yeah.
So anyways, yeah, it doesn't matter though. We're not. What do we have to do? No.
Well, yeah, no, I'm just thinking about somebody listening, like, come on, motherfucker.
1.5 ounce. I got it. Hold on a second. Okay, 50 ounces. So there's 50 ounces in a 1.5. So 4 ounces. So that's 900 calories. So if you drink a 1.5 liter bottle of Carlos Rossi Burgundy, and that's 1.5 is basically almost a half of what you got last night. So if you drank if you drink a half, you're drinking more than this. And I think it depends, but 1.5 is if you can drink a 1.5 of wine and not not barf. I mean, you're definitely on. No, it's a lot of wine. It's a decent amount of wine, basically.
Yeah,
it's what I know. It's what I can drink like on a night when I'm out partying.
I'm drinking out of those, like the cups that the plastic ones.
So 92. It's going to be 920. It's going to be about over 1,000 calories. So,
damn. Okay. All right.
1,000 calories.
So you do have to watch that a little bit then too.
Yes, but the thing is, you don't have to drink as much because it's stronger.
Yeah, and you do just kind of. And when I first started, I was just kind of sipping, but as the night went on,
exactly,
I was drinking more.
You reach a threshold that it's the fuck it threshold. We should call it that.
Yeah, the fuck it threshold.
Exactly. The fit. It's the fit. You're having a fit, dude. What do you mean I'm having? You're at the fucking threshold, bro.
Fucking threshold. Yeah, that's kind of where I was too.
Yeah, dude. So yeah. So there's our little diet story here. So what else did I got?
Other shit. Well, here's another thing, man. And talk about getting older. I've noticed as I've gotten older, I have a lower threshold for noise. You know what I mean? Like loud noises piss me off. Like if they're outside with a leaf blower and I got the window open, I'm like, oh, fucking god damn it. That didn't bother me back in the day, where now it does. But the other day where I'm on the bus, this is kind of fucked up actually. And there's a girl in the back of the bus, and she's a tard. Mm-hmm. She's in a wheelchair, and she's just carrying on, screaming and doing all this. And even the driver was like, don't let her scare you. She just like gets loud. And I said, yeah, I'm kind of used to it. Well, as we're going on though, it was like she'd get quiet for a second, and then all of a sudden, hey, and just start, yelling and making noise and clapping her hands.
Did it startle you? Like,
yeah. Sometimes it would. Yeah. And I'd be like, oh shit. Or like if I'm starting to, sometimes I'll doze off on the bus, just for a little bit.
So you're just sitting you got paratransit stories today. It's like, sitting there, you're about to doze, your eyes are closed, all of a sudden you're,
and then it jerks you out of your, well, I mean, not that I was sleeping, but I mean, it's just like I was getting comfortable, relaxed, and all of a sudden that shit happens, and I'm like, oh, great.
And it continued to happen. It wasn't a continuous. It was like she'd start and then she'd stop.
Yeah, exactly. And I was getting mad, dude. I was in the back of my mind. I was like, I wish that woman would have pushed her back inside her birth canal and suffocated her.
Jesus Christ.
Some shit. I was just getting mad. Well, then,
douchey kid.
Well, yeah, fucking douchey kid. Well, there you go. There's that shit. I'm getting that old cantankerous. Goddamn retard.
So what happened?
Well, then what was? I heard the driver's GPS say the street that we were dropping her off on, and I said, wait a minute. I think I know this person. And it was a girl named Lydia that used to ride. And back in the day, she wasn't in a wheelchair. She was still retarded, but she didn't make noise and get loud. She was actually okay. I kind of thought she was okay. She was cool,
Mm-hmm.
But something happened and she didn't ride for a long time. Because I remember actually going over to her house because we were supposed to pick her up. And we just would be sitting out there for 5 minutes. And she was always a no-show every day. And I guess, people.
I think I remember you telling me about that. Dude.
Did I tell you about that?
I think you might have been on a show or something like that where you're talking about the same.
I might have, yeah. And it was, and then they said she's not riding anymore. So I thought, well, fuck, did she die? Well, she's back, but it's almost like Tard 2.0. Like she almost went and got even more tardified or something. Now she's in a wheelchair. Now she screams and makes noise where she didn't do shit like that before. So
wow. Like, so you knew it was the same person though.
Yeah. Well, once I heard the street. And the voice is still kind of like, hey, kind of voice, like she can say a few things like, thank you. She says, thank you, or shut up.
And she was still doing it. She was still saying that.
Yeah, she was still saying that. But then now she was screaming and there was other stuff with it.
Okay. So it was her because she said it before, but she still said it. and was screaming because it could be a different address in the same street, you know.
Yeah, no, I actually asked the driver when he got back on. I was like, "Is that Lydia?" And he goes, "Yeah." And I was like, "Oh shit!" I said, "Damn." So and he goes, "Well, yeah, there must have been something because she's got all kinds of tubes coming out of her now." So I was
Holy
like,
fuck,
"Oh,
dude."
So I don't know what the hell happened. But
Jesus Christ, man, why shouldn't be on that. They should have a special fucking buses for that type of person.
yeah, well, that's
Tubes and shit and fucking
tubes, and she's in a wheelchair and she's screaming and making noise and
fucking experiments. It's probably the house that probably she goes in the basement. There's a fucking like a table. All right, Lydia, it's time for our next experiment. Thank you.
Like almost like made her more retarded or something, or
like,
fucked her up more.
Let's put this fucking tube right here. You know,
made her even more retarded. Yeah, it was like she was you know, kind of like the new kid on Knight Rider, you know, where he was updated. So now
maybe that's what happened when a tard has a stroke.
Oh,
you know, like
maybe
they get more. Who knows? Like something could obviously medically
actually
that's happened to her.
That's because I don't know how old she is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's possible she could have had a stroke.
Yeah,
I know she does go to. Funny enough, she does go to an adult daycare just up the street from where I work. So we've ridden the bus together a lot because she lives near where I live, and she goes to her adult daycare, which is right by my work. It's like right up the street.
How long was she gone?
Oh God, dude, I want to say at least a year.
Yeah,
that I hadn't seen her. So, and like I said, every time we'd pull up and just sit there, and nobody was canceling her ride. You know, she had like a subscription ride because she was riding every day for a while. So we would always show up, and I was like, damn, you know, do you think they would have figured something out by now? And he's like, well, they gotta call and cancel, and the family has to do it. And I'm like, oh shit, okay.
I'm sorry. After two no shows, it should be a call from RTC to the person.
That's what should happen. Yeah, they should call and speak with the parents,
because that's ridiculous. I mean, how many times did you go there? Probably.
Oh God, there was like when was this? I want to say
just 5 or 6, 7, 8
October, November of 2020. We went there probably 4 or 5 times that I'd been there, that we were just sitting, and I knew it because we'd be sitting there and I'd tell the driver, you know, this person's not going to ride, right? And they'd go, yeah, I know, I've been here. I was here the other day, and you know, nobody came out.
So if you think about it, that's only the rides that you were on. So they actually had them going there that's ridiculous. After 4 or 5 rides, 5 rides. If a week goes by and every day someone goes there, they suspend that ride and then they call the person.
That's what they should do.
And then you free up the space to have actual rides that actually matter, because you're wasting about 20 minutes.
And this is why another reason paratransit's running late all the fucking time.
Yeah. So they still have that same ass backwards fucking management and bureaucracy, but they have less people to work there, so it's a clusterfuck.
So it's a real clusterfuck. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what's going on.
So that kind of comes back full circle, man.
It does.
The clusterfuck of before it was just the bureaucracy and the bullshit and the incompetent RTC workers, whatever.
Now it's less bureaucrats, but more bullshit.
No, now it's less drivers, but the same bureaucrats. You think the bureaucrats lost their jobs?
Yeah. Oh, that's true. They're still in there. They're hanging in
to leave because no one wants to be a driver in that thing. No one wants to be a paratransit driver.
And those are the ones MV Transit or whatever the fuck they're called. Yeah. MV something.
Well, yeah. My point is that you have less drivers, but the same because there's probably the same things happening. Probably now. There's probably a person who didn't stop their subscription and is getting a ride there every day for like 2 weeks or a month.
There's probably dead people like they're going to pick up that are no longer here,
But they don't stop the ride after 5 days. They're going there like 12 days straight with like half the drivers. So
right. Like, well, we got to pick them up. Well, they're not riding. So what's the fucking point? Why are we going there?
Well, my point isn't even that. My point is that they're doing the same stupid shit, but they have less drivers. So it's even worse because it's like a combination, like, holy shit.
Yeah, like less drivers to pick up the slack, but still same fuckface bureaucrats doing dumb shit.
Yeah, exactly, man. Exactly.
Wow, that's crazy. Well, I got one other thing real quick. That's not on paratransit, but so remember the girl that I went on the date with that I met at the bar?
I think so.
When me and Vect were at the bar.
Oh yeah.
Met that chick and I got her number, and then we went on that date that Sunday. Well, not really a date. We just went out to Red Robin, ate food, and had a good time. So we were talking for a while and texting, and I saw her a few times. We went out a few times after that.
Mhm.
But recently, well, like probably in November, I texted her one time and I was like, hey, I was thinking about maybe I'll come to the bar because she usually goes on Tuesday nights because she plays pool.
Yeah.
So I was like, hey, maybe I'll go to the bar tonight and I'll see you. So I didn't hear anything. And so then I went to the bar. She didn't show up. I'm like, okay, well, maybe she got busy or whatever. So I texted her a couple times. She never texted back. So then I texted her the other night and I said something like, hey, I haven't heard from you for a while. Is everything okay? And she wrote back, everything's all right. I'm driving right now. I'll check in later, but thanks for asking. And you know what, dude, when somebody says thanks for asking, don't you think it's kind of just a pretentious thing to say? Thanks for asking.
It can be, but I think that sounded more like brush off.
Well, that's what I was thinking, like kind of a fuck you. Like I said, whenever somebody said thanks for asking to me, it's always, to me, it's very fake or it's bullshit. It's just like, oh, thanks for asking. Oh. But yeah, well, it was just weird because, like I said, we didn't have any arguments, nothing, no issues happened. So
it's, well, maybe she got a hold of our website.
Well, I mean, she's kind of on board with our shit. You know what I'm saying?
Cool.
So
you never know though, man, because people will be like, whoa, what the hell?
Yeah, no. Matter of fact, I sent her the interview we did with Patrick Cullinan and Andy Carrier.
Oh, cool. Okay. So I don't know, man. It's just, that's the mystery, man. And that's the problem, is that
with all that shit, huh?
With all that shit, man. That's
it's like it's so up and down, you never
when
know.
You start hanging out with people, they can just, they can decide they don't want to be around, and they have every right to. Like, she has every right to not do, but at least, hopefully she gave you the courtesy, since you did go out multiple times. Yeah. Just saying, hey, I'm not really interested, hope.
And that would be, fine. And like I said, I wasn't even really into her like that. I just kind of liked her as a friend, and she was just another person to hang out with,
but she might not see it that way because she's a chick.
True. Well, maybe that's it. Maybe
all chicks think that if a guy's hanging out with you, they want to fuck you.
They want to fuck you.
Or most of them do, because they're used to it, dude.
Right. Well, that's true. That's true.
Really,
like, if you're a guy and you're hanging around me, you must want to fuck.
But it's because they're used to it. They're used to guys. Hey, I'm your friend.
Yeah. Just so they can get laid.
But then again, maybe she doesn't want to do that because she's trying to tell you, hey, thanks for asking. Maybe because who knows? She says, I'm sorry, I'm not interested. It's like, what? You're not interested?
Yeah, then all of a sudden I turn into a stalker and all kinds of shit.
Every Tuesday night you're at the bar and you're sitting at the pool table, drinking a beer at the pool table.
At the pool table, like, hey. No, it's just weird. It's like, because not as far as I know, nothing happened, nothing bad. Like, did I piss you off? Did I do something?
That's she doesn't. And the crazy thing is, she has no obligation to fucking tell you. You know what I'm saying?
Of course not. And I'm not pushing her to. I'm just kind of like,
but that's the frustrating part, because you're like, why don't you fucking tell me? But it's like, we've all been in situations where it's like, you know what? I don't have to tell you shit.
Yeah. And that's it. That's why I don't press her. I'm like, okay, well, I mean, we weren't really in a major relationship anyway. And like I said, I wasn't really digging her like that. I just it was just someone fun to hang out with,
Which is funny, because when you get older, you can do that more. It's so much easier to do that, isn't it? Just to go, hey, this is a chick. She's cool. I'm not trying to fuck her.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah. You don't mind doing that now.
Yeah. Before it was like, oh, she's cool, but she's not my fucking type, so I'm not going to talk to her.
Yeah. I know when I used to do that. Like, I'm not digging her. So
we all did, man. It's like, oh, no, she's not. It's like, dude, missing out on cool people,
Right. Exactly. But as you get older, you learn, and you're just like, okay, well, but I know I had no interest, but like you said, maybe she wanted me to take it further or whatever, and I wasn't, or something.
That could be the case. Could be the case.
So
that could be the case that she was like, why isn't he trying to fuck me yet? How many times you guys go out?
About two or three times.
Oh yeah, that's bar stool fucking levels. Like 2 or 3 times you got to make the move. Or
well, like there was the one time I did join her at the bar, and sounds like somebody's screaming out there, it's weird. Anyway, so I joined her at the bar, and actually she bought my drinks that one night, and she was like, you're lucky you're hot, or something like that. And she was like,
of course, dude. Oh, dude, Durr.
So
Of course,
yeah,
she liked you, dude.
yeah, she like, and I just wasn't giving her the same.
You weren't giving her the same signal, so that's why she fucking did that, dude.
Yeah, okay. Well,
She bought you drinks and said you were hot as a chick. Oh wait, a chick bought you drinks and said you were hot.
Yep, she did. She paid for my drinks.
And I'm not saying you should capitalize. I'm like, but you weren't interested in her, but you didn't realize that that's why she was buying you that and said you were.
Well, I was like, she might dig me a little bit, but maybe by watching me, she'll see that, oh, it's gonna be, he doesn't want any more than that. And that's cool. I'll just take friendship.
That's why she's not talking to you.
Yeah, apparently. Well,
think about it. If how many
that's a role reversal, right? Usually it's the guy
like,
doing that.
I know, so that's probably why you're so surprised about it. But in my opinion, that's why she's doing it, because she's like, I think he's a cool dude. I think he's attractive, but he's not interested in me. So then why should I waste my time if I'm going to be pining for it?
Oh, I see.
If I want it, I mean, that might be the way. I mean, she might just be like, fuck that guy. He didn't want to fuck me, but who knows? But she might also be like, you know what? I really like this guy and he doesn't like me. So I'm going to let it go because I don't want to, I like him,
Very possible. Yeah. I saw a post she put up the other day, something about, I'm not hurting, but I'm healing, and there's a difference. And I was like, oh, okay, what the fuck is that?
Well, no, I doubt if that has anything to do with you.
Oh, I don't think it was directly dealing, but I think that just goes to show there's some underlying, because remember when I was going through my whole little dating bullshit stuff, I would put up crazy posts like that sometimes, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I doubt if it has, like I said, I doubt if it has anything.
I don't think it's directly connected to me, but it just sounds like she may have some guy issues, you know what I'm saying?
No, maybe she's someone death in the family or something. There's nothing. That's all. Those posts bug the fuck out of me.
Well, because you really don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
They're not saying, my fucking dad died, so I'm hurting. But then again, I don't know, if you look at her previous post, maybe you'll find out something like a year ago, or fucking, her dog, got hit.
Something happened. Yeah, dog got run over or some bullshit. Yeah, it's hard to say, man. But it was just weird. I was like, oh, she stopped texting me. So I figured, I'll reach out. I'll see what's up, and that's when she said, I'm driving right now, but I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. I'll check in later or whatever. And I'm like, okay, so it didn't bother me. I just was kind of like, oh, that's strange. Okay.
Oh no. And that's the thing. You're being friendly because that's all you could do. That's just kind of strange.
Yeah, it is.
It's not strange. I mean, it's strange because you don't know what's going on. If you,
I can't pinpoint what, definitely.
I think that's what my conclusion on that one, dude, is I think that she found you attractive. That she hit on you with the drinks and saying you were hot. You didn't respond. And then she's like, no.
Yeah. Like, I'm not really, okay, I'm not going to bother chasing this guy. He's not giving me what I want, that kind of thing. Exactly. So I just really wanted to be your friend. That's it. Like I said, it's a role reversal, man.
I know. You're like, hey, I'm really.
I just want to be your friend. That's it. And she's going, I wish he would fuck me. I just want to fuck the shit out of him. Or something.
That's what it is. I'm sure it was that intense too.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Like, I really want that nigga.
I'm gonna fucking buy him drinks and fuck him.
Well, she probably dug me. She probably did dig me a little bit, I guess.
Of course. She bought you drinks and said you're hot. She dug you.
Yeah, she's like, you're lucky you're hot. And I'm like, oh, okay.
All right. And you're like, oh shit, why couldn't this be?
yeah. I'm kind of like, man, I thought we were just friends.
No. You're like, why couldn't this be the girl that I really think is hot?
Well, and that's the fucking dude. I run into that shit all the fucking time. Like, the chicks that I dig don't want me.
Preach it.
And then the ones I fucking really am not into are all over me.
Story of existence, bro. Story of existence.
Dude, I think it happens to me more than anybody else, dude. Honestly.
No, it doesn't. It happens to me more than anybody else.
It happens to you more than anybody else?
Oh yeah, it happens to me.
Shit. I don't know, man.
Yeah, hey, dude, you don't run an improv group, bro. Come on now. Come on now.
Well, but I do other things like take paratransit and go to.
Oh, I know. Oh, dude, yeah, we both get it, dude. But we both understand is the point. So.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's definitely something that we run across for sure.
God damn it!
It's like, fuck, man.
Anyway, so that was our long rambling show this evening.
Yep, that was pretty
I
much
think-
what's excitement in our world. you
Oh
know?
yeah, life is rolling along. It's just December, and it's the holiday, so you know
Oh.
what that means. Trinkle,
Oh.
ding, blinkle, splink, boop,
Yay.
Oh, so
It's-
get ready for it, man.
It's the Christmas holiday.
Get ready for a giant gulp of corp bagel cream and cheese sprinkled with peppermint and fucking bullshit. So,
Oh, I already know. I already know. They got
so,
these.
anyways, yeah, you're like get yourself prepped, man.
Yeah.
Actually, I've been prepped for like the last 2 weeks. It's already happened. I'm already there.
Well, that's
I'm going to
yeah,
the fucking grocery store.
well, yeah, I'll get it everywhere. Just
Oh.
in different places you'll hear it and
Oh,
see
that's
it.
awful. It's going to
Good.
be around. Got another 3 weeks up, another month of it, but it'll work. We'll be all right, man.
You know what? I don't mind it, man. Whatever. It's not my thing. I don't
It's
participate in it.
It's part of the year. It's part of the vibe of the year, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, well, Christmas. It's you just kind of there. Although it's weird, man. When Christmas actually comes around, it seems like there's a lot of buildup for it. But once it's here, it's like you kind of go, oh,
Yeah.
it's Christmas. Oh,
Yeah, exactly.
How special is this?
Yep.
So-
Because you're not a kid and you don't have kids. It's all about
That's it. Like for me, it's just kind of bullshit. Like
You're not materialistic either, so it doesn't matter.
Well, that's it. I'm not one of these people that's going to decorate my house or do any dumb shit like that. So I just kind of just keep it 100.
Well,
Yeah.
anyway, folks, I am cruise control. I guess we'll roll this. Oh wait, let's do this.
Okay.
This is the Nothing Sacred show for December 6th, 2021. Ho ho ho! I am cruise control.
And I'm Maxwell Silverhammer.
And that's
the
story
there,
bitches. Ho 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 ho! Fuck off, motherfuckers.
We are nothing sacred. We are nothing sacred. We are nothing sacred. With Maxwell Silverhammer. We are nothing sacred.
With cruise control.